I think that Ka Inu could be such a big narrative during this bull run, and even though that's not financial advice nor a guarantee, I do believe as a result of that, reaching a $10 billion market cap, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. And if you're wondering what price it would have at that point, I do showcase it on the screen. But even beyond that, why do I think that is going to be the case? Again, hypothetically, that's because I think that Avalanche could very well be the next big ecosystem or the next big layer one blockchain that people pay attention to. Because take a look at how history, I get it, doesn't always repeat itself, however, it tends to rhyme. People like Bitcoin, they eventually like Ethereum, they like BNB, they like Solana. I think it's only fair to assume that now they do like Avalanche. Now, why do I think that Avalanche could be a big narrative? And why is this going to play a big role towards Ka Inu? It's because not only is Avalanche a very amazing layer one blockchain that's very scalable, fast, secure, and also on top of that, very low in gas fees, but keep in mind, Ka Inu, it's an Avalanche meme coin. So it's only fair to assume that if Avalanche does take off, something like Ka Inu is going to go along with the ride. Just think about Book a Meme and Dog with Hat. We get it, there's Solana meme coins. But if you actually take a look at the times when they did really pop off, it was when Solana really gained that mass attention. So when I take a look at something like Ka Inu, arguably, in my opinion, being the most reputable meme coin on Avalanche, this right here, I think, is going to be arguably one of the biggest meme coin stories of 2025. I don't think it's going to be the biggest, but I think it's going to be a very big story because I think people are going to say, wow, Avalanche meme coins, they're really popping. And Ka Inu could very well be leading that race. Think about how when it comes to Dog with Hat, it was pretty much the most unique dog theme meme coin on Solana, arguably, in my opinion. And we saw how well that did. We saw how well something like Book a Meme did. So when you take a look at something like, again, Ka Inu, this I think could be such a big narrative. And Ka Inu, it's not like this useless meme coin either, because you got to take into consideration how on its ecosystem, there are community projects related to NFTs, DeFi, and gaming. Now, it's not really super necessary, hashtag Jorge Masvidal, to have a very good use case as a meme coin, but it does help, in my opinion. It does showcase that it's not lazy in terms of the project. Now, if Ka Inu didn't have this, would I care anyways? No, because I'd still be bullish on it anyways, but still, it is a good addition, and I think it does really strengthen the community. Much like, for instance, you take a look at Shiba Inu's layer 2 called Shibarium. Did Shiba Inu really need that? In my opinion, no. Shiba Inu is already very massive, doesn't really need that. Sure, it does help Shiba Inu though, in my opinion, because that did make the community a lot stronger. Again, it didn't really need it, but it's just kind of like having an accessory. Do I need, for instance, to have a gold necklace to live? No, right? For what? But then some people do get it, and sometimes they say it makes them feel good, whatever the case may be. I'm not into that type of stuff, but still, it's not a necessity, but it's a feel-good factor type of thing. And again, a good use case is not going to be something that is going to be judged when it comes to a meme coin, but it is a good addition. Like, for instance, I got a 34 in my ACT. You know, some people would arguably say that's a good score. In my opinion, does it matter to my life right now getting a 34 in my ACT? No. Here's the thing. That type of stuff doesn't matter to my life right now. It's very irrelevant, in my opinion. Much like having a good use case, but still it's a good addition, I think, hypothetically, nonetheless. Now, also, let's not forget, when it comes to Ka Inu, sometimes people like to say, oh, the amount of exchange listings is complete caca, but it's actually doing pretty good. Now, it's not the best out there, but it is heading in the right direction. And also, not to mention, I think this brand could be so amazing. Take a look at, for instance, Charles Hoskinson, who not only is the co-founder of Ethereum, but the founder of Cardano. Even according to him, based on a video on November that he was a part of, he does predict that in the next 1 or 2 years from then, he could very well see Bitcoin either at the price of $250,000, so that's 250,000, all the way up to $500,000, otherwise known as 500,000. Could you imagine that? If Bitcoin only even goes to 250,000, which is the worst case in his perspective, right? He's only speculating. But even if it does that, could you imagine what happens to altcoins, meme coins, and also even possibly Ka Inu? I think a $10 billion market cap at that point may even seem bearish. But of course, it's going to take some time. Am I saying that it's going to be a straight shot up all the way when it comes to Ka Inu? No, because there is a pretty big pullback as of right now. But it's only expected because I think that the journey to the top isn't going to be smooth sailing. It's not like Bitcoin had this straight shot from $1 to 100,000. That wasn't the case. It took time. There was multiple pullbacks along the way, but the general direction was upwards eventually in the long term. So when it comes to Cock Inu, yes, I think we saw a glimpse of what it could do in 2024, but I think 2025 is the time to shine. And again, a $10 billion market cap really wouldn't surprise me. And I get it. It is around an 82x from here. So some people may think, okay, that's not the best upside, even though arguably I would say it's actually very good. And the reason is because considering how Cock Inu isn't a microcap, but at the same time, considering how it's on some random dinosaur like a Shiba Inu or Doge, which it can't do over an 80x, I think this is pretty good because again, it's a project that sits in a unique position. Room for growth is pretty good, hypothetically, but at the same time, it's not a microcap where it feels very dangerous, in my opinion. And a $10 billion market cap isn't all that insane, by the way. Take a look at Shiba Inu reaching around 40 billion. Take a look at Dogecoin reaching over 80 billion. And I'm not saying that Cock Inu needs to defeat them in any way, shape, or form, but just achieving a glimpse of them is already over an 80x. I mean, could you imagine that? This right here is why I like Cock Inu so much. I'm not giving up because not only am I bullish on Cock Inu, but I'm bullish on Avalanche. So if I'm bullish on Avalanche, why would I not be bullish on arguably its #1 meme coin, aka again Cock Inu? This is a no-brainer for me. It's like, for instance, I'm bullish on Hedera. And I think people who've been watching my videos for quite a while now, they'll know that. But the way I view it is that if I'm bullish on Hedera, why would I not be bullish on allegedly the first ever decentralized exchange to launch on Hedera, aka something called Saucer Swap? I'm very bullish on that too. So the way I view it is that if I'm bullish on Hedera, I'll be bullish on Saucer Swap. Much like Avalanche, if I'm bullish on that, I'll arguably also believe in what I think is the #1 meme coin on there, aka Cock Inu. So again, this is why I'm very bullish on Cock Inu. I think that this bull run could be so amazing. As the old saying goes, a high tide raises all ships. I think as Bitcoin is a lot better, I think Cock Inu is going to go along with the ride. And I think Avalanche does have a bright future ahead. So this really is such a no-brainer pick for me. Now, with that being said though, am I going all in? Am I dumping? No, that's not the case. Throughout this whole time, I've been dollar cost averaging. So anytime I earn income, I'm acquiring, I'm holding, and I'm just waiting. That's it. I'm not looking to day trade when it comes to any cryptocurrency that I own. Again, I just acquire, I just hold, and I just wait because that way, whether or not the price is pumping or dumping, I'm still acquiring. And again, through this method, I think it does make me a lot more calm in a sense because if I'm trying to find the perfect time to go all in, let's say the price is dumping. I go all in and then the price dumps even more. Then that's a bad feeling, right? I can't accumulate on the dip. So that's complete caca. However, on the flip side, if let's say I think, the price is never going to go up, I'm going to wait for a lower point, then suddenly the price goes up. What happens? Then I'm cooked, right? So that's why I like dollar cost averaging. That way, I'm focused more so on accumulation as opposed to trying to predict the market on a short-term basis, which could be very stressful. I've seen in some cases. And let's face it, in life, there's already a lot of things going on. I don't think there's any need for adding additional stress by drawing some random triangles on a price chart. For what? I just like to keep it simple. Again, anytime an income, acquire it, hold it, and just wait. That's it. No need to do anything fancy. And this is why I like dollar cost averaging so much. But ultimately speaking, again, Cock Inu at a $10 billion market cap wouldn't surprise me whatsoever during this bull run. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I greatly appreciate it. It's been Lee the Captain. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.